Silver the Hedgehog is my favorite Sonic character, but unfortunately, he is also from one of the worst video games of all time. This, of course, drastically decreases the chances that he would ever have his own solo game, or even be playable outside of any Olympic endeavor ever again. But what if I told you there's a Silver the Hedgehog solo game that we all missed? No. Surely I'm incorrect on that. Sonic fans notice everything. Quill length, eye color, IQ points. This time, my boy very much flew under the radar. I am very pleased to present...
For the future, I must fight. I finally found him. The Iblis Trigger.
Silver the Hedgehog Worlds Collide is a fan game that stars, shocker, Silver the Hedgehog as he tries to stop this man from causing chaos. Because we know the real Dr. Eggman has already caused plenty of that. Now, before we dive in any further, I just wanted to thank all of these people you see on screen right here. It's because of them that I'm able to keep making videos like this, so thank you very much. And if you'd like to join these wonderful people, you can go click the join button below the video. And you can also check out the Sunset City podcast every Friday at 3 p.m. at the card up there. We talk about Sonic. You guys love that. But anyway, back to the boy. Silver is relaxing at insert Green Hill variant here when he decides enough is enough and that man is going to pay. Short and sweet intro, I like it, and that segues directly into the first stage where we learn how to use Silver's powers. Now don't go into this expecting it to play like a Sonic game because that guy is not here today. This is a Silver game, which means slow and steady wins the race. Using this funny little mouse cursor, Silver is able to platform around the stage and destroy that man's robots with nothing but the power of his brain. This will deplete your brain cells until there is nothing left, which could spell disaster if you're trying to fly around the stage like Silver has been known to do. This, of course, will replenish once you touch the ground, but you can also hold down to increase the flow of blood to your brain and start feeling all of those wonderful sensations again. Aside from activating switches with psychokinesis, Silver can also use cannons, minecarts, and flying machines to traverse levels, and for the creator's first ever game, that's what it said on Yo-Yo Games, I am very impressed with everything on display here. Sure, there are some issues here and there. You might fall through a platform, boxes combine into a mega cube. If you smush them together a little bit, it'll then defy gravity, but maybe that's just him using his powers in a smart way, we don't know. And you might also get stuck in certain places or get crushed by dropping a box on your own hubris, but you know, at that point it's kinda your fault, I would say. And a lot of this stuff seems like it could be an engine issue, so that's not even really the game's fault, and I don't know if the creator made the engine as well. I can't find anything about this so-called Silver the Hedgehog engine on Google. And even if he did make the engine, it's still his first game, so like, I don't know, this is still pretty impressive. Overall, the platforming feels pretty good, and it feels nice to like drag stage elements with you throughout the stage and cheese certain obstacles. It almost makes me feel like a real psychic, like my brain is really working today. You might say it's overpowered that you can do some of this stuff, but I say all the power to you if you can actually figure out how to make it work. And between you and me, the enemies aren't always placed in awesome locations. They feel a little cheap occasionally, so cheating feels warranted. The main gameplay doesn't vary much between the levels, but occasionally you'll see new gimmicks like Sky Chase, which takes a lot of cues from the Sonic Unleashed version, where instead of flying around the screen and, you know, going really slow in an auto-scroller, instead you are just pressing buttons to destroy robots, and honestly, I think that's the least annoying version of Sky Chase out there. And after each second act, you come across a boss fight.
All your days are belong to us.
And judging by the memes in the script, we can carbon date this game to have come out sometime around George Washington's first presidency, I believe. Ah, yes, 2008, so I was completely correct. Zone 2, however, does not have a boss fight, and instead we follow that man through a wormhole where we find... Blaze teams up with Silver, as it should be, and we're off to the races. Eventually we reach this ice paradise zone, and it really messed me up because the way the game saves your progress, it also saves your life count at the time you reach the zone. So that meant I had one life to get through the entirety of this zone, and guys, I'm just not good enough at dealing with the 2008 jank to make it through with one life, I'm sorry. And I'd resigned myself to ending the video here with the classic, well guys, I don't want to spoil the rest of the game for you, so you should probably check it out yourself. But after some keyboard smashing, I actually discovered there is a password input feature that I didn't know about before. Of course, I tried some common phrases such as silver, blaze, lives, rings, help, please, and I'd just about given up when I found the creator's YouTube channel from 15 years ago. He had uploaded a video called Silver the Hedgehog Worlds Collide Secrets, and he shows you how to get every single achievement, but in the description there is a list of passwords that you can enter, and one of them was an infinite lives code. Boom baby, we're back in the game! My best advice for you if you're gonna play this game is to use the code Give Me More Lives. Do not put that into a HelloFresh website, I'm not sponsored. And also, if you ever encounter a crash where a little window pops up, you can just click ignore and the game will keep going. This typically happened when I collected an invincibility box or when I entered one of the bosses. I think it's because it's such an old game, modern computers just have trouble with it, but it still works, so don't worry about it. Jumping back into the fray, the music plant boss is really cool. This actually incorporates everything you've been learning in the game so far, which is the platforming and the psychokinesis powers. You need to platform fast enough to stay away from the boss while also throwing boxes into its head to destroy it, and I think that is basically, like, could have been the final boss. It's pretty challenging, but also very fun. And you know, I don't really want to spoil the rest of the game for you, so I'm gonna say, if this looked interesting to you, you should go check this thing out yourself. I've left a link in the description where you can download the game. This is where I downloaded it, and I have had no issues, but as always, when you're downloading something on the internet, you need to 1, use an antivirus, and 2, use common sense. And if you don't use those 2 things, I will drop a box on your head. Don't think I won't. Alrighty, how's it going, guys? Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually liked playing this game a lot. It's very fun to give Silver the Hedgehog some time in the limelight. If you made it this far, maybe consider subscribing. I'm not trying to bully you into doing it, but you probably should or else. And also, you can check out all of these wonderful people on screen again that made this video possible. People such as Keo Cartoons, Noah Wizbios, Roscoe TGC, Nian, Danny Lee Dauber, Jeremy, Dax, Faye, Minty, Mega Traffic Cones, Scratch Attack 64, Ty Little Tech Guy, Crystal, Dork in a Hat, Gino the Puppet, and Noah Wizbios again. Thank you also to everyone in the $1 tier. I really appreciate your support. Feel free to click the join button below if you want to join these people, and also, have a great day. I hope you have an awesome day. Like, better than awesome. A super fabulous, fantastic day.